Sir, now I want to come to the crux of the discussion. Sir, while we have been speaking about a lot of social evils, we are talking about a lot of social evils. I think, sir, there's a disturbance in the mic. That's why I'm just muting you till I speak. See, sir, there seems to be a lot of social evil that we've confronted. There has been a lot of reforms that we as a society has gone through. Somewhere down the line, even today, black magic, superstition is not taken as seriously as possibly the other social evils were taken, and rightfully so. The point is, isn't it time, sir, to now completely focus on these social evils that's actually spreading in our society, actually harming our society? Like you rightly said, a person says, I will cure COVID in 14 days. Forget modern medicine, I will cure COVID in 14 days. Imagine a person with COVID, if he would have taken that medicine and he would have died. And for all you know, one doesn't know whether it's happened. One doesn't know whether people have died because of that. The point is, now it's starting to harm our society, our kids, when this fashionable babas sit in their fancy thrones and they talk things which are ridiculous, atrocious rubbish. So isn't it time, sir, for to now to talk about laws, now to talk about reforms in terms of laws, sir?
See, in the aftermath of Dr. Dabholkar's murder, somehow Maharashtra Assembly passed that rule against black magic and blind faith. And Karnataka also followed. Now in UP also some people are raising the voice that such a law should be there in UP. So I will say, if a government believes in rationality and scientific temper, such a law should be thought for the whole country, number one. But laws generally are operating at superficial level. Laws are operating at superficial level. I think what needs to be supplemented is at the ground level a sort of a social effort by government, private organizations, education system to talk about rationality, to talk about science. Of course, we should glorify the achievements of Indian science which took place in the ancient time. There is no question of rejecting them. But we can't stop at that. Whatever are the advances which have taken place, we must talk about them. We have to inculcate such an education system where people think more, people are given the training to think logically rather than to remember some facts and dish them out at the particular time. So I'll suggest three things. One is that law which Maharashtra government brought, it has to be broadened. Second is social movement like Andha Shraddha Nirmoolan Committee, the Committee Against Blind Faith, that needs to be spread all over the country. Third, from the government side, this has to be taken seriously, that rationalism, scientific principle has to be promoted. For that, actually, what they are going to bring changes in the curriculum, they are actually contrary to this. They
Yes.
push our society totally in the other direction. So this, how do you know? Again, they have come to power third time. So now opposition has a big task. So I think social movement, I will appeal to friends who are concerned about society, as you have shown a very correct concern, have to start joining such groups which go to the villages, which go to the towns and show that what these Babas are showing are saying that that is magic, to expose that and to give the scientific reason for what happens and all that. And of course, lastly, the whole economic insecurity, I think, is also at the root of many things. When I see the lives of these poor villagers, troubled by so many things, and that has increased in the last 30 years. When I talk to people, workers in my home and all that, I realize they are surrounded not only by other things, but economic deprivation, worsened by diseases, worsened by inability to support the children's education. Now, many of them are very keen that children should be educated, but funds are not there. Education is going to the private sector, and what at least, I don't know about your generation, but my generation, we learned in the municipal schools, we learned in the government school, we government medical college, for example, for me. So now education is becoming so costly that how will we bring in these things to average people. So in education also two sectors are coming up. One, those who can afford private schools, and those who can't afford private schools. Those who can't afford private schools, practically no education. So how will you inculcate scientific temper, rational thinking, and try to overcome this insecurity in the society? Plus, government minimum it can do is rules against blind faith, black magic, and all that, and for social movements to take up this issue very seriously.
Sir, but just to let our viewers know, promoting scientific temper is a duty of an Indian citizen and the government. It is actually part of our duty. It is not that it's
Luxury.
something new to. Correct. It's something new to us. That's number one. Number two, sir, is, you see, while I agree that education can do a lot good than what it is currently doing. We are pushing the society to the other end actually right now. But also somewhere down the line, a law that 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 stops a Baba from entering into the realm of science and medicines and physics and chemistry. I think that's something that's very important. Where does spirituality end? Where does a Baba realm end? That's something that's becoming very, very thin. And that's where the problem starts. When the Baba realm gets into the scientific realm, the real life realm, that's where the problem starts, isn't it, sir?
Absolutely. And there, of course, you see, debating with those Babas in a scientific gathering, in a scientific way, in a rational way, I don't know how much it will work, because they know their methods are working in the society. They are appealing to the section of society who's giving them huge donations and huge funds and huge number of ashrams. And while a scientist will talk about particular theories, like you see Vedic mathematics, so much popular. Recently, I went through excellent article by Professor S.G. Dani, who was earlier in IIT, and he shows it is neither Vedic nor mathematics, but such things are promoted by a lot of establishments deliberately, because they want to push the society in the direction of blind faith, in the direction of magic. So these Babas have to be challenged also about their scientific understanding, and their worldview is totally different to understand. Atma, Paramatma, as if they have seen anything, heaven and hell, as if they have visited it personally and seen. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Correct.
And this is similar in all the religions. There is heaven,
All the religion, yeah, yeah.
and so that has to be countered very effectively and sensibly, without hurting too many people.
Stay ahead with our cutting edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.